Funny how technology works. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin, Joel and I were just talking, and I was just saying, man, Joel, I don't enjoy days like today when there's no clear conviction. Like it gives me peace of mind to be able to look at my screen and say, oh, I can clearly say we're going to close up today, or we're going to close down today. Today's zigzag. Like we're probably going to close down, right? Because we're down 0.5% in the S&P futures, and we're down to 30% in the Nasdaq. But hey, I mean, we're up in the Russell, so we're gonna go figure, right? We got some green, we got some red, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. One of those days. So I got Joel here with me. We got a half hour left in the session, so smash that like button and let's get this show on the road. Thank you, J Stones 19. Thank you, appreciate that. Here we go. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Hey, Joel, how are we doing today?
Up and down and all around. We're not, let's see it. Let me see here. Let me turn this off. Everyone thought we were going to take out 38.55 today. Technical analysis definitely has its flaws, but at least it gives you a reference point to know that you're wrong or that you need to go short or there's continued momentum in one direction or another. And that's the whole world was waiting for that. We talked about the 38.56 this morning. They got it there overnight. Everyone was waiting for that to go, and then we'll go to 3,800 and then 3,700 and 3,600. But the pre-market low, 18 handles above that at 38.74. Nice head fake in the last hour. It almost caught me hook, line, and sinker. You went, that last hour, we're going to burst. We're going to have a strong close and made a new high and then flipped it around just like the remainder of the day. I said 2 things. I said, 1, I don't want to take out the low of the move. And with 28 minutes left to go in the session, we haven't.
Yeah.
And I said I wanted to close in the 3,900 handle. So that might that remains to be seen here in the remainder of the session. But so far so good. We have a level to lean on. Let's hope they don't peg it overnight so we can't participate. Well, I guess you can participate on the downside, but that's your level. Crude rebounding, just like crude does, up 241 at 109.45, just a seesaw session. Gold having a good day, up $24 at 1839.90. Silver joining the party, up 41 cents, 21.95. Bitcoin, 30K, just under it, up $780 at 29,980. And Ethereum trying to get back in that 2 handle. It's up $15 at 1992.50.
I think I want to start with Apple here, Joel. I mean, the price action in Apple today looks like just the rest of the market, but Apple did have a headline. We haven't actually heard much of anything from Apple since their earnings report, but there was a report that they had. Apparently, they were very close to launching, launching, I guess, a VR headset similar to the Google Glass or the Snapchat thing, or the Oculus, even, right, from Facebook. So that's the first really new product of anything we've had from Apple in some time. Any like legitimate, I'm not referring to like the car and all that because that's years away probably. But anyway, right when that headline hit, the stock did spike a little bit, and that appears to have been the low of the day. Was this whole thing happened? I think the headline hit at like 12 or 1. Was it like 1 o'clock or 1:30? And I don't know. I don't know exactly. Anyway.
Apple's in trouble here, folks. We held above the low of the move yesterday, but took out that low of the move pretty darn easy today. The former low of the move comes in at 138.80. We've improved on the downside by $2, 136.60. So that doesn't bode well for the S&P if you want to put something in the negative camp, the top component breaking down like that for new low of the move. could be a precursor of things to come in the index. The next monthly low, things really open up here. I'll give you 135.76. That was your low on July of last year. But and you got the 36.60 today. So until you get a couple bottoms in there, a couple lows that same area, path of least resistance still lower in Apple.
Someone made a comment that I assume he's referring to the stock market generals. I think that's what like
Yes,
Apple,
yeah.
but Apple and such. But you know what else is real? Like look at Under Armour. I know it's not. It's Under Armour. It's a small company in the grand scheme of things compared to Apple and such. And it doesn't move the market at all. But you want to see a chart that looks horrible. And I know there's a headline today: the CEO is stepping down. This is, I believe, the CEO that replaced Kevin Plank, who was the founder of the company a few years ago. So their CEO Patrick Frisk is resigning. This thing is near. I mean, it's got the lows from 2020 to lean on, I suppose. But
Yeah.
after that, Joel, you've got basically nothing. We're talking all-time lows here, but beyond that. So
Yeah, 715 is the all-time low. The monthlies, what do you got in the monthlies here? 873. That was your monthly low in June of 2000. Just to, everything and everything with the retail, and then you're having this. Got one pair of Under Armour shorts. Really don't like them. I really don't like their stuff. So,
I've always liked.
uh, yeah, I don't. I mean, a lot of other stuff to buy out there. Just a bad day. I mean, the CEO things are, the street temp maybe overreacts a little bit on that one, but until you could get, I'd say you really set an alert, man. Maybe if this thing gets back over $11 someday and proves it can hold, it might be worth looking at buying on strength. But right now, I guess you just got to hold out for the COVID lows. And actually, this one made a low after the March low. It continued lower. 715 was the COVID low.
Maybe a good time to remind you all that Foot Locker is among the reports tomorrow. Foot Locker and Deere are the big two. Tonight, we have Palo Alto, which is interesting. Applied Materials. Oh, VF Corp. That's retail. That's bound to get slaughtered, I would presume. It's already been slaughtered, but it'll probably get slaughtered again. It's the way things go here. So anyway, that VF Corp chart is ugly. Oh,
Mm, mm, mm.
oh,
VF Corp. I mean, but watch out, a little surprise on this one, and you could be at $48 in a heartbeat. Keep an eye. Let's keep an eye on 48 long term, as far as resistance go, because I see going back for this month after you had the little plunge at the beginning of the month. 48 seems to keep a cap on
yeah.
it, so that's what I'd be looking about that. 48 on the downside. You are at your COVID low. Your COVID low 44. You're below your COVID low. 44.17 is low today. 45.07. So maybe you get back above 45. You know, maybe it will rally.
All right. Remember how we were asking before? Did Upstart stop going up yet? Now, the answer to that question is no. But we're going to start asking: did Target and Walmart stop going down yet? The answer to that question is also no. Amazingly, you would think Walmart's down what $40 in the no 30 bucks in the last 2 days. You'd think that would be enough. I mean, for Target, we're talking what $70, $60 in the last two. You would think it'd be
Yeah.
enough. It is not.
And not that I shorted these things and not that I'm going long here, but what do we do? What do I do when you have these kind of moves in stocks? What do I do is I try and get rid of all the noise,
Yeah,
don't look at the intraday charts, and I
as you
go
know.
to the monthlies,
Yeah,
right? What better reference point did you have? Okay. So yesterday, I know I called out this number. I said 152.80. That was your November 2020 low. I didn't think it would get there today. But boom, 152.80. That was your no 220 low. And lo and behold, 151.28. So if you wanted hold on, it's a decent level. Don't know if it's going to get a bounce. I guess it'd be a lot. I think it'd be dependent on the market together. How the market acts tomorrow. Well, I mean, you got to get everyone out of the pool on these things. The other thing I would look for if you're thinking about buying a dip, uh, the Walmart here, the volume on the big plunge, 44 mil. On the second plunge, 35 mil. And then today, 21 million. So what that tells me is just like, and maybe a little bit of seller's exhaustion. Don't buy it on my part. But
Mm.
also, I put these three arrows here yesterday, a few days ago, for the reason that there were three monthly lows around the same area. That coming in with the volume, maybe got everyone out of the pool.
So since I mentioned Upstart, we should probably go there. It is actually kind of remarkable. A lot of these really beaten down names. I mean, you know what? Why don't you pull up TAN, Joel? Look at TAN. That's a solar ETF. Up 4.5 or 4 2/3% today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and it was up. Yeah. How many days in a row is this for TAN? One, two. Can't tell if that was an update on the 16th. On
Yeah, you
Monday.
had one
Yeah.
one down. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
All
one of
right.
the.
But what's that? 5 out of 6 up days
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
tan.
And the
Pretty.
down day was down as stick. It's just the junk. I mean, not the junk, but just the stuff that's just been beat up. Is what's been has been recovering here. I mean, they're selling out of these big cap stocks. They gotta put it somewhere. So, um, not really seeing anything in here. The move still seems to have good momentum. You're still pushing up against the high of the move. Your next daily high, I mean, if you want to hold out, maybe 70, 69, 77. It's the next number I have on the upside, but on a percentage basis, I mean, this thing's moved 10 points. I mean, a lot in a short period of time, but move the momentum instead of trying to pick a top. Maybe just move your stop up here. I don't know about buying it though. Someone wants me to
No.
look at SO. And this thing, what did it do yesterday? SO Southern Company?
Oh wait, I
What do
think it
you
was.
what do you want on this
Wait.
one?
It
What do
may
you
have been.
want me to I
It
mean,
may.
it's
It may
just
have been. It may have been SU. Hold on.
oh, I think it is Southern University.
Yeah.
Um
That's it. Right.
hmm, oh boy,
Suncor.
oh boy. Ah man. I mean, it's trying. I mean, you gotta knock out this seller here. You got a seller at the 38.5 level. He stepped down just off 39. So someone's got a piece here between 38.5 and 39. So they've been out there for a couple days. They've been very persistent. They're not done yet. It's finishing well off the low. So tomorrow you have a good day in the market. You get a little running start into that seller, accelerate the average daily range. Then your next monthly high comes at 40.
I just like you probably have a lot of people that are watching all of these beaten down things that have been that are running here, like Roblox and Upstart and like Jumia. I think Easy mentioned Jumia is up 4% today. Seeing all these stocks and math, like look at PayPal up 5%. When's the last time PayPal had a day that was this good? Um, so seeing all these names and like you just like licking their chops, like waiting for that first red day to just pound the crap out of it, right? Because we know like nothing really changed in the macro landscape. Sometimes we get these relief rallies, but they're always short lived, right? So I would imagine you get people just lining up here. Maybe not to short it or to buy puts today, but like that first red day, they're gonna punish it.
PayPal, good day. Matching this high right here. Boom, 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 82.27, 82.31. So you're going to need to take that out. Getting some momentum first day of the 2-day move. I like this up to 85. Obi, do I think it's going to keep going? Well, I'm not going to fade it. If you're asking me that, if I had to be long or short it, I'd be long it. I want to get it to 238, get it above 39. I mean, the longer it hangs out at these levels and doesn't go through, it tends to reverse. So I'd stay long it if I was long it. Would I go long it here? I would with a very short leash. So that's for SU.
Oh,
Spooza perking up just a little bit. Going into the close, 15 minutes low. They heard the Spoos hold me about closing over 3,900. Now we got a little better chance to do that. What else you want to look at?
Someone mentioned, yeah, Buglug mentioned, oh no, sorry, who mentioned Shopify? Frank mentioned Shopify, which, yeah, it's also having a really good day. I would like to try again here. I don't know when I would do that, and I don't know when for price. I don't know when for time either. But
shop till you drop. First day of a 2-day move, taking out resistance. I don't know.
I do want to buy it again. Again, I don't know. I just got burned. There's no reason to try. I just got burned a few weeks ago. No need to try again right now. Palo Alto. Let's look at that one, Joel, because they do report tonight. Oh man, what a monster stock it was. Really, even through COVID, it didn't even what did it fall through? In COVID, it fell from 230. Okay, so it did fall by $110. It was a pretty nice fall, but it came all the way back, got to $640. This thing went from 125 to 640 in basically 24 months, 25 months there. And it's come off the way since then, obviously. We're at 441 today, but again, we talk about cyber. We talk about that being a relative safety area within tech. Obviously not immune from the market drawdown, but if I had to pick one thing to bet on in tech, I'd pick cybersecurity.
Yeah, certainly a nice haircut here. Nice bounce off the low. So if you're willing to risk $20, you said they have earnings tonight.
Yes, earnings tonight.
I think the dip gets bought in this if they disappoint. That's what I would say. Just the price action today. But someone says there's a gap to fill. I don't know where that's at.
Oh yeah, he's talking about August. Oh, nice call. August, last August. What was that? That was earnings. This thing gapped off from like 360. What was that? It was like 360, and then it got all the way up to like 400. And wow, what a gap! That's huge. Come all the way back down.
374. I'm a buyer. Oh, excuse me. I'd be a buyer all day at 375 in that one, but I don't know if you're gonna get to see it.
That's a long ways away, but all right. Let's not anything is possible.
I'll be mortgaging the house on that one. I'll tell you right now. I'd be going. I would go directly upstairs to Quicken Loans, and I would say, "Can I get a mortgage right now?" And put all my money on it. No, you guys know I'm joking.
We learned this week that such moves are possible now. Somebody mentioned Costco. I don't know. It's quiet today.
Thank you, Trent.
Don't know
Costco.
Yeah.
You started that horrible rumor yesterday.
I started no such thing.
I mean, coming into the monthly low, I mean, these things are, man, a lot of momentum. I know that monthly low is, I mean, if you're buying here, you got you're risking down to 393.88. That was your July 221 low. You needed to get away from the low and then have a couple days of a nice move and then a couple days of consolidation. Right now, I'm not seeing any of that.
All right. Who mentioned on ONON? Trent A says, don't sleep on. This says shoes are popping up everywhere in my area. Retailers are selling out at local stores. On is as I understand it, Trent. It's a high end athletic shoe brand, correct? I believe that's what it is.
Really? Never heard of it.
And this was this is a pick from Sharon. Sharon from Benzinga HR loves on. And I guess what I'll say is they already reported earnings, so it's out of the way. They reported earnings. Was it
a couple days ago, right?
Yesterday or the day before that. So we don't have any more catalysts there. And the earnings, I mean, look, the earnings per share going in the right direction, the revenue going, they're all going in the right direction there. They were profitable on an EPS basis last quarter, so that's good news. But anything with that describes itself as like a premium brand scares the bejesus out of me right now, right? Because who buys premium in a recession? And the market says we're going into a recession tomorrow, apparently. So
$20. I mean, 1998, roughly $20, half of this move. What I'd say about this is I'm going to throw this day out because it was earnings day. But you got a seller perch there at 21, just above 21. pair of highs there at 2106, at 2108. So be a little bit cautious until it takes that out. And then you got some room. It's not going to go right back up to just under 24. But got to keep a 21 very important number. What is Allbirds? What's their symbol?
Is Bird, BIRD?
You know what?
Good one. What?
I bought a pair of those.
What you just said? You just said this morning. I thought that you don't buy shoes.
I don't. What did I say? Was it shoes I don't buy?
I thought you just said you don't buy shoes.
Wait, what stock were we talking about?
We're probably talking about Foot Locker or something, and you're like, I don't buy. I
haven't bought gym shoes.
Oh, gym shoes. Oh, excuse me.
Okay. Yeah, Allbirds they call them like gym shoes, but I think they're more like my my kick around shoes.
Yeah.
I like them. They're not too bad in price. I mean, not cheap and not super expensive, but I like them. $5. There you go. Got to get over 5. Got to get marginal. Allbirds, keep an eye on 5, and I'll let y'all know if old man shoes. Is that what Dan Padilla said? They're old man shoes?
I don't own any of these so-called old man shoes.
You know what? My son-in-law owns them. Well, I am an old man, Dan. I am so much older than all you guys in the chat here. I'll probably double half of the chat's age here. So much for closing above 3,900 here. We're now lingering at 3,895. Very, very choppy.
Wow.
Here.
When we started the show, we were about 50-50 split between green and red for the sectors. Now we're mostly red. You got 3 sectors, or now 2, excuse me, 2 sectors green. Well, the XLY is unchanged for the day. That's your discretionary. But your XLV is up, and your XLB is up. So that's materials and that's healthcare. And discretionary is basically flat. So everything else, though, on the sector front is down on the day.
You know what stock? I just want to sell this so bad. Is this Merck? We bought it bad, and we bought it. I must have bought it like right around. When did we buy this thing? Maybe it wasn't too bad. Maybe it was like here. Then I watched it go to 72. I'd love to dump it, but I don't sell stuff, so I'm not going to.
Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
Someone just mentioned Twitter. I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's so tempting to buy the Twitter, with the deal still on the table. This is just such a.
You know what? I have a new take on Twitter, and it's this: they are 100% going to court over this. It's going to court. This is going to be like a drawn out thing, and it's going to take 2 years to settle. That's my new take as of like an hour ago on Twitter. Yeah. That's what I decided just now.
My original call was that the deal was going to fall apart. Either Musk, Dennis Moore was on the Musk gonna bail theory. I thought the shareholders might vote it down.
Yeah.
And so that's why I sold, and my plan was to rebuy it. I haven't done it yet. I don't know. I don't know. I had it for so long, and then I labored over it, and I got out of it. I just almost don't want to put myself through it again.
I know. Joel, you guys, those of you who've watched us for years, Joel's taken more pain, like emotional pain from Twitter stock than anything else probably that he's ever bought. All right, Andre.
And I don't know what you're looking at here, Cayman Islands, but man, there's a roadblock at 5 there. You had a low in the move from 330 to just over 5. $1.60, $1.70. You got the little double bottom there, but I couldn't get real excited about this until it got over $5. Get it marginable, but got to get over 5 for NU.
Let's look at Raw Stores. They also report tonight. I would presume, like, if I had to pick something in the retail land, I would pick like discount. And isn't that what is Raw Stores discount? Yeah, it is, right? I thought. Don't help me out. Is Raw Store? I thought Raw Stores was like a discount retailer, unless it's not. But if it is, then I'd go for it if I had to pick something in retail. But retail is, I mean, how do you want to buy anything right now in retail? I don't even know.
Ross Stores, though, that I mean, it's just if you want to take a flyer, I mean, this thing will have big moves. So look at that little blast here. The battle of 3,900 rages on. Now back over 3,900. Ross Stores is just a crazy stock, so I would have never wanted to be shorted. Especially going to winter. I mean, this thing could be at like 110 and on like 3,000 shares. So be careful for that one. And Obi, are you new here? You said come to the dark side of the TSX, Toronto Stock Exchange. Are you at the Toronto Stock Exchange, trader?
I think he trades Canadian stocks, and he
Trades Canadian. Oh,
he
yeah.
wants us to talk about Canadian stocks more.
I can't. Oh, man. I'm
which
coming over to visit Dennis. He's supposed to have that thing done soon, so I will come over. Maybe I'll swing by
it's like me. That was
Toronto too.
Nice.
All right.
What
else do we got?
4 minutes left here. 3.5 minutes now left in the session. Top gainer of the day is Synopsys in the S&P. Top loser is Under Armour, which we discussed. Cisco also down 13.5%, but really kind of relatively quiet since like 9:30 this morning. Not much to say in Cisco. I don't know.
I did not think it would get back down to I kind of this one. It did get. Where was the pre-market action? Did it get back down there? What I would say with this one, it's a pretty good, pretty true to form here because you got up to the pre-market high. You see right there on the rebound, and then you tested it right off the open, and then kaplooey, you did not get back to the pre-market low for the Cisco kid. But that's
we didn't talk Harley Davidson yet, I don't think, Joel. At 9:05 this morning, Harley Davidson dropped a headline on us that they're pausing production. There's some sort of problem with what they said. It was a third-party supplier. So they're suspending production for everything except their LiveWire division, which is their EV unit. So that's a small piece of the company. So most of the company, they're pausing production for 2 weeks while they get this part thing figured out.
Maybe and people aren't buying expensive motorcycles too. I mean, coming in the monthly support, I don't know. I mean, never a good thing. 31.20. Where'd you get to today? 31.66. So you got to lean on that.
All right, here's one we got mentioned. I saw a few minutes ago that we have not discussed probably in 6 months or more on this show. Six Flags Entertainment. The ticker is SIX. Whoever mentioned this put it in the chat about insider buying, and yeah, you got a pretty nice amount of insider buying in the last 6 months. There hasn't been an insider sell since September, but you got a bunch of directors, the CEO. Over the last 6 months, just accumulating.
Look at this chart, Spencer. Look at the daily.
I see what you see. I'm just commenting on the insider.
So what do I see? Where would I be interested in the stock on the long side?
What's that low? 26.84.
No, on strength. On strength. I want to buy on strength.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, there's your support. So you got a 1, 2, 3 triple top $30.
Yep. Exactly.
$30 right there.
Yep.
Anything break out above 30. Bullish.
You got it. All right, folks, a minute and a half to go. We're going to close right at 3,900. I might as well just say that right now. We're at 3,901. So we'll see.
It's fair to hop off right now. It's one of those days where it's just choppy all day. There's really not much more to say about it. Yeah, I mean, your Dow's going to close down, your Russell will close up, which is unusual. Your NASDAQ will close down, your S&P will close down, and Bitcoin will close. Bitcoin, if it ever closed, will close higher. Good day for crypto. Good day for gold. Good day for crude. Bad day for stocks. Joel, I'll catch you tomorrow morning, bright and early, 8 a.m. time. Everyone, same to you. I'm heading over to guest host Cannabis Insider, former NFL quarterback turned cannabis investor Charlie Batch, live from the Benzinga HQ. I'll see you guys over there. Have a good one.